As the water levels began to rise to a dangerous level, the city of Cedar Falls came together in a massive sandbagging effort to protect the downtown area.
Okay, well, we're here at 4th and State, and we're working on sandbagging efforts right now. We've been here since about 4:45, and we have people that just continue to come, and they're signing in and spending any time that they can. Some have been here a half hour, some have been here for an hour, and then they're signing out when they need to leave. We want to keep track of the people that were here, the time that they spent, and that they safely made it out.
In 2008, one of the areas affected the most by the flooding was in the Western Home CFU area of town. This time around, knowing that those areas may be a weak spot for the water to come in, sandbags and HESCO barriers were put in place.
We've announced for the sandbags to come about 5 o'clock. The progress seems very positive right now. I believe at this point in time it's close to 9 o'clock, and I think we're getting most of the sandbags done in relation to the right level and around the levee. And then of course behind us here are the special baggers that they're putting up in order to help this area down here by the Western Home and CFU.
In the 8 years since the flood of 2008, new safety measures have been put into place to keep people safe. This year, when the waters again began to rise, those safety measures were put to the test.
We're a little concerned that if the water level does go up, we want to make sure that we have enough safety margin out here. We want to make sure that we protect our city from this flood, and we've done a really good job through mitigation practices throughout the past few years to make sure that people are going to be safe. This is going to be a pretty high flood, and so this sandbag wall will give us a little extra margin of safety here.
As the projected numbers had the water coming very close to the top of the levee, adding sandbags to the top became necessary to make sure it stayed within the safety margins.
Tonight we're out here sandbagging on top of the levee, putting another layer on top of the levee to make sure that we have enough safety margin for the city of Cedar Falls downtown. We've got a bunch of volunteers out here, and they're doing a fantastic job stacking bags, filling bags, moving things from place to place. It's an incredible thing. The fire department's done a bunch of things today. We've done notification of people throughout the community so everybody knows. We had to do one rescue this evening of a couple that needed to get out, and we think we're looking pretty good right at this moment in time. We'll see what the water tells us.
Hundreds of volunteers poured into the downtown area to help, with the flooding in 2008 still very fresh in their minds.
Well, you know, I actually got an email from you and I about people needing help, volunteers needing to come down and help sandbag. And first thing I thought with my wife, she texted me and asked me if I wanted to go, and of course we wanted to go. I was here in 2008 when the floods happened, and I just remember the devastation that occurred then and how much help was needed and how the community rallied together to make sure the bags were up and prevent flooding, and I think it's just a community effort. You know, it just truly shows the community aspect and how much people care about Cedar Falls, and people coming here from all over, from Dyke and from Grinnell and all across the state to just help out because there's a need and they want to protect downtown and what's going on. So I think the community aspect is important. People come together at times of need.
The community really pulled together to make sure that our city remains safe. People came from all over to make sure the water was safely contained.
I tell you, it fills me full of pride. I know that. I was around in '08 helping all that effort. It was neat to be a part of. Of course, I'm wearing a different hat this time around. I'm inspired, I'm in awe, and so very proud of our city, its people, in every sector. I always talk about various partnerships we have when things are normal. When this sort of thing happens, the partnerships just expand. It's a mixing of the worlds. It's wonderful, and it fills me full of pride as I know it does others as well.